On the 25th of November, Doctor Who is set to return to our screens. Not only is Doctor Who returning, but so is David Tennant and Catherine Tate, as well as Russell T Davies, who has once again become the showrunner. Now, for myself and probably a lot of Doctor Who fans, we're all very excited for these upcoming specials. I've loved Doctor Who for a good while now, but between the Matt Smith and the Peter Capaldi eras, my interest was dropping rapidly, and by the time Jodie Whittaker had rolled about, I completely checked out from the show. By then, I thought the show had gone so stale, and I don't care what you think, but the Doctor should never have been changed into a female lead. You want a female Time Lord? Here's a crazy idea. Create one from scratch and build the character up that way. Anyways, what has me excited for the return of Doctor Who is the sense that we're about to undergo a soft reboot for the show. It feels like David Tennant and Catherine Tate have both been brought back for the specials to pull in fans who have dropped out of the series like me and to reintroduce us back to Doctor Who. Now, we already know that David Tennant's time as the 14th Doctor won't be too long, with Ncuti Gatwa confirmed as the 15th incarnation of the character. And just in case you missed it with the countless press releases, the BBC frequently points out that Gatwa is the first person of colour to play the lead role. I'm already putting money down on the BBC choosing someone in a wheelchair to be the Doctor next, because then we'll have the first person with a disability to play the lead. It remains to be seen what role Gatwa will play in these upcoming specials, but he's officially set to take the mantle for the 2023 Christmas Day special. There have already been some pics released featuring himself and his confirmed companion Millie Gibson. I don't know much about Gatwa or what he's been in, but from the limited clips I've seen of him, I'm very excited to see what he'll bring to the role. To be honest, I don't care much about the Doctor or companions. What makes or breaks the series is the writing. I felt that ever since Russell T Davies left the show, Doctor Who became very unfocused and was always trying to one-up itself with each series. Don't get me wrong, some of the Davies era episodes don't hold up too great. I mean, this was when the show had the lowest budget and it was filmed in the 2000s, but one thing no era of Doctor Who has done since 2010 is to build a universe of characters that all feel connected with one another. By the time 2009 rolled around and we saw the final scene of all the characters flying the TARDIS, it was a testament to the universe of characters that Davies had put together, and more importantly, all these characters were very likeable. And this is why I'm excited about Davies softly rebooting Doctor Who. The show has been in a dire need of a fresh restart for a good while now. Doctor Who Season 4 had an average viewership of 8 million people across its 13 episodes, while Season 13 had an average viewership of 4.9 million across just 6, an audience drop of nearly 40%. For any show to see ratings continuously fall, usually they'd be binned, but this is Doctor Who we're talking about. Last year it was announced that Disney Plus would become the home for Doctor Who for those outside the UK and Ireland, exposing the show across 150 markets. There had been reports that the show would be getting around an episode budget of $10 million, but those reports were dismissed by Russell T Davies. Nobody knows the exact figures, but it's safe to say that Davies is getting a much bigger budget than what he was first given in 2005. Either way, I'm really excited to see where Doctor Who goes from here. A clean break after a handful of boring years is very much needed. I've missed being hyped for the next episode of Doctor Who. This is a universe that should be able to rival any other sci-fi show. It's a series just as iconic as James Bond when you consider the pop culture impact it's had for decades now. I've tried to avoid watching or reading up on anything about the new episodes, but even I couldn't stop myself from watching the recent specials trailer, and I mean, come on. Anyone who claims to be a Doctor Who fan must have just been watching this with a huge smile across their face. And I'm putting it out there, Donna is the best modern companion simply because she was one of the few who not only didn't love the Doctor romantically, but was also like the best friend he never had. November 25th can't come round soon enough. Let me know down in the comments how hyped you are for Doctor Who's return. Also, 99% of my entire audience isn't subscribed to the channel, so help me out here and subscribe. Catch you again in the next video. Peace.